first spring football at Florida Atlantic?
The weather was great. Different from being in Michigan, in the cold. But it was just a great experience, different group of guys back in my hometown, and just a blessing to be down here.
You had a solid day, obviously. I think you had 3 touchdown passes, made some really nice drives. How would you sort of assess your performance today?
Can you repeat that, sorry?
How would you sort of assess your performance today?
I gave hats off to the offensive line on both sides, and the receivers and the running backs were making plays for me. Without the offensive line, nothing can get started. Getting the ball to playmakers' hands, and they do the rest.
Swinging back and forth between both teams, did you pay any attention to the scoreboard? Like, these guys really need to touchdown?
Nah, not really. My motto was just driving the ball down the field and putting points on the board. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I'll ask you the same question I asked Jake. Well, you've been practicing the last few weeks. Now you're pretty much in game situations there. How did it feel to be in the spring game itself, to kind of get a little of those jitters out and, more competitive this
I
way?
mean, that was our first time being in front of fans,
Right.
Little jitters, but, other than that, playing together as a team and the
Yeah.
team setting as one, I mean, we go against each other every day, but, coach separated red versus white, so it was very competitive today. And, we had 4 gasses after, so, somebody was trying to win by the end of the day, the quarterback, we had to play both teams, so.
Daniel, a couple wide receivers, I think, stood out particularly in Dimitri Hester and Amari Gaines. What did you see from them throughout spring? What do they add to this wide receiver room?
I think all our receivers are great. Every receiver we have can make plays, and going forward, I think anybody can start anywhere on the field. So I thought all our receivers played great today.
From a player's perspective, Daniel, how is the team adapting to Herman, the attitude, the new era? How are they adapting to all of the new things that Coach Herman's trying to bring?
It's awesome, man. Coach Herman just preach. Listen to what he says. He done been on championship teams, and we just following him. He's a shepherd. He's the head, and we just follow him.
This is an open quarterback competition. And,
Yes.
there's going to have to be some movements eventually. But what's sort of the mood like in the quarterback room after spring, and what's the competitive level like?
Oh, it's very competitive, but at the end of the day, we love each other. We keep each other as one. I've been in other QB rooms, but I think this is probably one of the best I've ever been a part of. Just being back in my hometown. Me and Tyreek is from kind of the same area. Ben Ballard, Michael Johnson. Just to get to know those guys is awesome.
Coming in here as a transfer, what did you want to show the coaches this spring? Because they can see ability on tape, but what did you want to show them aside from that?
Just me making great decisions. As a quarterback, you just have to be a great decision maker. And not turning the ball over, and be able to lead the guys on the field, on and off the field. Just be a leader in that locker room. That's all the coach preach. Because back in that locker room, we're going to jail, but it's going to translate to the field. Because as long as we love each other, we're going to play for one another. We're going to play for one another.
Well, let's talk about the fact that everybody likes to win and have a lot of fun doing it. How does it feel to be able to play on both sides? You're going to win one way or the other and still get familiar with your teammates.
There's really no win or loss, but that, like I said before, it's very competitive. Everybody wants to win, but at the end of the day, it showed a lot today. That we love each other, that we play for each other. You see other guys, good job, great job on both sides of the ball. So it was awesome.
Plus, you get to play with more of your teammates on both sides too.
Correct. Guys I don't get that many reps in practice with. And,
Daniel, Jackson Sunland had a pretty nice touchdown. What does he add to that offense? And a little bit smaller at tight end, but I think
he has a great addition to the tight end room. Just his leadership, and I think all our tight ends are great. But he's very special.
A position group that really shined today was the running backs. It seemed like there's a lot of depth there. What have you been seeing from this game, but also just during practices?
I feel like all our running backs, can start anywhere, any place, and we have, 4-headed, 5-headed monster. One of my roommates is Kobe Lewis. I talk to him all the time, but all our running backs are great. I think, and they're going to be great for us this season.
Daniel, what are your thoughts on the fans who showed out for today's spring game?
Oh man, I appreciate all the fans coming out. We had a great crowd. Hopefully we put on a show and can't wait for this season.
And now with the kind of spring behind you guys, what's sort of the mindset now, kind of heading into the summer? And
just getting off our feet for a couple of weeks. Get in the weight room next week and get off our feet. Recuperate and then be back on the grind. Because number one goal is to win a championship and go further.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.